Don't know if I've shared this video with you, but years ago with my first book, A Sacrifice of a Lifetime, I was selling the book in manuscript format. I was selling the first part in manuscripts and then I'd sell the second and third part together. And I was using the same printers to the point that they actually moved from one building to another building. It was just around the corner, and they moved to this building. I was still going there, and they noticed how much photocopying I was doing, how much profit they were making from me. So what they decided to do was to get a bigger machine that would do more for the business. And I remember going in there and the guys going, oh, you know, we've got this bigger machine, you're going to be able to do your photocopying a lot quicker, meaning you'll be able to even photocopy even more, you know. You know, we all we have to do is just pay off X amount each week, and it will all be paid off for, and it can do this for the business and that. And then I remember just thinking, I could see myself at home with this big pile of manuscripts, you know, organising the papers and cutting them up into book format, and it just seemed like too much work for me. And I just got really angry within, and I just decided to look for printers. So I remember I found a local printers that could print up the first part of the book for me, meaning I'd only have to go into the shop that I was going into only maybe like 2 or 3 times a week to get part 2 and 3 printed up. So I remember going in there a day or two later saying to the gentleman that I won't have to come in here as much now because I've actually found printers that can print up the first part of my book. Because when you were telling me that the machine is going to allow me to print up even more books a lot faster, it just seemed like too much hard work for me. So I decided to look for printers, and his face went bright red, and he spent a second or two looking down at the ground. So what's happened now is I go in there a day or two later and the machine's gone. And I was right, it just felt like they were taking advantage of what I was doing. I mean, I'm all in favour of businesses making profit. That's the whole point of having a business. But it just felt like I was being taken advantage of, you know, instead of maybe giving me a bit of advice as to maybe they might have known the printers or someone that could have done this or that for me to make my life easier. It just felt like they were looking at the amount of profit they were making from me, not realising that what they expected me to do was going to make my life a lot harder. But have you been in a situation like that whereby you have tried, you're developing something, right, and you can only go so far at that precise moment, and you're dealing with people that know about your business, but instead of directing you, advising you, or helping you make life a bit easier, you just feel like they're taking advantage of what you're doing and how you're doing it? Don't forget to comment on my page, Welcome Rosalind Roberts, to like and even share. Don't forget to press the notification button so that all the videos that I do come up and running straight to you. You know that there's a saying that sometimes you need to kick up the right. That's just how it felt. It just felt like, and at times it feels like I'm put in a situation where it's like, oh my goodness, it's so frustrating with what's going on. And it's like, why is this happening? And then all of a sudden, I just feel really angry, not in a violent way, but from within, that change has to take place. And I've made changes. And because of the situation I was in, I've made changes for the better, and I've progressed. And that's how I managed. And then eventually I managed to find another printers because I started going somewhere else. And I remember there was a gentleman telling me that he knew of a particular printers that printed up one book or more. And he gave me the phone number for this particular place. I've been using them ever since, and that's been like for over 20 years. So there you go. Yeah, but I do look forward to hearing your comments. Take care. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.